and welcome to round 2. It's going much longer than the traditional Super Bowl. Some of you might like that, though. And today I've got the Ordinary's Glycolic Acid Toner versus the Peach and Lily Good Acids Pore Toner. And coming up, we've also got Youth to the People Kombucha Power Toner versus the Isntree Green Tea Fresh Toner. We've also got the Cream Shop Sycamend Toner coming up against the Claire's Supple Preparation Toner. And then lastly, we've got the Paula's Choice Skin Recovery Calming Toner. And they're going up against the Cosrx Centella Water Alcohol-Free Toner. And then soon we'll be doing the final 2, and I'll be doing that live. So stay tuned for that. So let's get down to it. But first, I just want to say I purchase all these products with my own money. I'll never waste your time with sponsored ads or videos. So if you want to help support the channel, check out nobsbeauty.com. Check out my Patreon community or click on the Amazon link below. So these are 2 toners which I really have used frequently and really enjoy using. I like the exfoliation properties of them. They can do a nice job. And I think they're both meant to be exfoliants, so that's kind of how I'm judging them in this competition here. So let me just get down to my first criteria. Lincoln, the mascot. Lincoln, come here. Lincoln is not a good mascot. Lincoln, you can be the mascot for the Ordinary, he says. He doesn't like peaches, so, or lilies. Okay. Okay, so packaging, my first criteria. Both of these use pretty clear bottles. So I do recommend keeping them in a cabinet when you're not using them. Just keep them away from light, especially like coming in from the window. It just can zap the beneficial good things in there. So you're better off just being safe than sorry. Keep them in a cabinet. The Ordinary has a nice needle nose spout on it, which is nice for making an accurate mess with it. I don't know, for applying it right to a cotton pad. So they both are decent packages. I just might prefer something a little more opaque. So overall, I gave them both a tie. It's not the best packaging, but I've seen worse. So my second criteria is alcohol, and neither of these products contain any denatured or drying types of alcohol, so not an issue. So they both got a tie here as well. Fragrance. So Peach and Lily has no fragrance ingredients and has not any real noticeable scent at all to it. So no issues with that. That's great. The Ordinary does contain rose water. Some people find rose water to be really nice and calming and hydrating. And there are some people, especially those that have more sensitive skin or have skin issues such as like eczema, things like that, that could potentially find rose water to be potentially irritating to skin. It's probably more than not people find it more calming, but some people do find it to be irritating. And this also, in addition to the rose water, it contains that Tasmanian pepperberry, which shows up in a lot of K-beauty products. A lot of them. I don't know what their main reason is. I know it gives it kind of a cooling sensation. But overall, it's really been known to be more of a skin irritant. And it does show up in a lot of products, especially some K-Beauty. The Benton brand, they tend to use it a lot. So overall, for the fragrance criteria, Peach and Lily gets this point. So they are currently in the lead. Then on to the manufacturing location. The Ordinary's made in Canada. No issues with that. Peach and Lily, made in Korea. No issues with that. Another good tie. Ease of use. So for the Peach and Lily, I'd recommend applying it with a cotton pad, smoothing over your skin, face, and neck after cleansing. Do that, and then after, give it a minute to dry, and then apply your essence, serum, and on with your routine. You can pretty easily or quickly work up to using it every night. I'd recommend using it in the nighttime. Once a day is enough. So that's what I'd recommend working up to it. Especially if you're new to exfoliants, you probably won't want to start using it multiple days in a row. But if you're somebody that's used a lot of exfoliants, you probably won't have any issues with that. So Lincoln is just having a lot of fun back here. Lincoln, come here. Lincoln, hi. It's like, oh, I'm on camera for 1 second. I gotta get out of there. Okay, fine, Lincoln. He's just not being a team player today. Okay, then for the ordinary, same thing, cotton pad, smoother over face and neck. Recommend evening use, working up to daily use. So no real differences, pretty much the same. Same thing with the ordinary. If you're new to exfoliants, you want to start out using it maybe every third night and work up to maybe using it every day or every other day, however it fits into your routine. So no real major differences there. So in terms of beneficial ingredients, that's when the fun part starts for me. So for the peach and lily, we've got turmeric, good antioxidant, allantoin, aloe, glycolic acid, purslane, which is a good skin-soothing ingredient, holy basil extract, another good skin-soothing ingredient, eggplant, we've got ivy gourd, under its actual name, Coccinia indica, something like that. It's a good antioxidant for your skin. Neem extract. Neem extract is good when you see it in something. When you see neem oil, it's used for fragrance. So neem extract's good. Neem oil, you want to avoid that one. Salicylic acid's in there. And then we've got red algae, which is good antioxidant. So a lot of good beneficial ingredients in it. Can't fault them for that. So for the ordinary, we've got glycolic acid, obviously, in a high amount. Then we've got corn flour, which is a good antioxidant. Aloe also in this one. Ginseng. And then we've got over 10 amino acids and urea. So overall, they both have a really lot of good beneficial ingredients. So you really can't go wrong with either of them for that. Overall, the ordinary just has a bit more with those amino acids in there, so they get the point for this one. So it's pretty close in terms of which one got the point, but the ordinary just has a little bit more going for it. So in terms of apneogenic ingredients, so the peach and lily is fungal acne safe, and it contains one major acne trigger, which is butylene glycol. The ordinary contains triethylnolamine, polysorbate 20, which is a fungal acne trigger, and hexylene glycol. So for acne concerns, peach and lily gets the point pretty easily. Then we move on to cruelty-free status, and I'm pretty happy. I think everything that made it to this round is cruelty-free. So that's very exciting. Both of these are cruelty-free, no issues, tie there. Performance, so this is a little tricky because it kind of depends on what you are looking for. The peach and lily, being an exfoliating toner, has a pH of just under 4. And for an exfoliant to work really well, you want it to be between 3 and 4. So it's pretty high up there. So you're not going to get, it's on the cusp of being a proper exfoliant, just barely fits in there. So it does a good job of removing buildup, especially if you use it with a cotton pad, kind of cleansing pores and preventing breakouts without drying skin. But with the pH being where it's at and the amount of exfoliating acids in there, it really, in my opinion, can't take the place of a normal leave-on daily exfoliant. So keep that in mind. Overall, it does a good job. It can be used, you know, if you have a good exfoliant that you like to use a few times a week, you can certainly use it. Yeah, in addition to that, I haven't had any issues using this and then using another leave-on exfoliant in my routine, or sometimes alternating using this on the days you don't use another exfoliant, things like that. So it is a very, very mild exfoliant, but it does a nice job. The Ordinary does a good job removing surface layers of like dead or flaky skin. Doesn't leave the skin feeling dry. The Ordinary is a pH of 3.6. So that is closer in that 3 to 4 range, so it does do a little bit more exfoliating. I feel like it does a good job exfoliating while never leaving skin feeling dry, tight, red, or flaky. For many, you can probably use this in the place of another leave-on exfoliant later on in your routine, or you can use it alternating, things like that. It's a bit stronger, so if you like a little bit stronger exfoliant or have issues or like glycolic acid specifically, this one's got a lot of good things going for it, and I like the fact that the pH is more in that 3 to 4 range. It's a bit more effective, especially for pores and things like that. So both of them do a very good job. The Ordinary just does a little bit better job, so I gave them the point for that. Price, this is another pretty easy one. So the Peach and Lily is $39, and this is a full size, which is 3.38 ounces. And this is the full size of the Ordinary, which is 8 ounces, and it retails for $8.70. So easily, this one goes to the Ordinary. I was at Ulta the other day, and actually I've been to like 3 Ultas in the last couple weeks, and none of them had this in stock. I think they're just selling out too fast, maybe. So I'm wondering if they're going to keep it in the store, or if they're sick of stocking it every day and having it be gone by the end of the day. I don't know. Sometimes I guess selling too much can be a problem. I guess. For some people. So anyway, last point, which is the it factor. Peach and Lily is a great leave-on exfoliating toner for those that might not prefer a separate leave-on exfoliant. Very gentle, mild exfoliation. Probably not quite exfoliant enough for most people to leave on, or to designate the, not designate, to relinquish the need for another leave-on exfoliant in your routine, but it certainly works well in conjunction with it, or if you use a mild one later on your routine, or like a sleep mask with some exfoliating acids in it, maybe that might be the good combination. So, like that, it's fragrance-free and alcohol-free. A little pricey. I guess, what are you going to do with that one? So, then the Ordinary, affordable, effective, probably strong enough for a lot of people to be able to use this in their routine and not need another exfoliant later on in their routine. Does contain rose water, so it might not be appropriate for those with the most sensitive types of skin. But it's nice and it's effective enough that it probably can replace the need for another exfoliant later on in your routine, but still very gentle and for the most part doesn't upset most skin. So I gave the it factor to the Ordinary. That was a really tough call, but I made it because I'm the ref. Somebody's got to do it. So overall, in this round, this was a close one. So the Peach and Lily got 7 points, and the Ordinary got 9. So very close call. The Ordinary will go on to the next round, and stay tuned for that for sure. And check out the next in the series tomorrow. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you then.